and welcome to an NDTV special at the first Bangalore Literature Festival. The subject, of course, is biographies and memoirs, and our panel includes two remarkable political journalists and biographers. Tavleen Singh, whose new book, Darbar, is not so much a biography as the portrait of an era, the last phase of Indira Gandhi's rule from the emergency up to her assassination, the rise of Rajiv Gandhi in politics up to his assassination, and a very up-close view of both Rajiv and Sonia among the key stories of our time. Ajoy Bose's biography on Mayawati, another remarkable female political icon who's changed the political game in parts of North India, is a landmark portrait. Bhavna Skutsamaya has written several biographies on Amitabh Bachchan and Hema Malini. And then there's Vikram Sampath, the writer of the only historical biography here, My Name is Gohar Jan, about a legendary singer of the late 19th, early 20th century who became the first recorded artist cutting more than 600 discs and has, of course, a relationship with the city of Bangalore. I'm going to start with the political journalists first, Tavleen and Ajoy. Tavleen, yours is not strictly a biography, but it has elements of autobiography because as you record the power games in Delhi and its tumultuous crises from the emergency to the anti-Sikh killings in the wake of Indira Gandhi's assassination, great stories, the insurgencies of Kashmir and Punjab and so on, you also are painting really a portrait of a journalist coming of age. How did these two stories combine to create a very controversial and often debatable portrait of an era?
Well, I suppose by accident. I used to hang out with a lot of people who went into politics. And when I first met them, I was just a sort of very junior reporter in The Statesman and never thought that I would be doing this. I never realized then that Rajiv would end up as Prime Minister, that Farooq Abdullah would become Chief Minister of Kashmir, and that Vasu would end up as Chief Minister of Rajasthan and Naveen as Chief Minister of Orissa. So I think that, it was a story of all of us growing up, of Delhi changing, and to me, really much more than that.
Right. Tavleen, as she describes in the book, got to know Rajiv and Sonia Gandhi fairly well because of the social companies she kept. And later, the book emerges or goes on to describe the betrayals, the failures politically of personal relationships and so on. So it is a much wider canvas. The point Tavleen makes is of the political disconnection between the rulers in New Delhi and the electorates out there in the great country of India. Ajoy Bose, on the other hand, in his biography of Mayawati, talks of the phenomenal rise of a woman, Dalit leader, and the connections she has managed to establish within a short space of time between a completely new constituency and create a politically powerful party. Ajoy, yours is a story of connections rather than disconnections.
Oh, absolutely. I think that, in many ways, Tavleen's book is a perfect foil to mine because whereas Tavleen had
as well, it's in the shop.
Yeah. well, because it is a foil, because Tavleen had a kind of ringside seat to a very personal, understanding of who the Gandhis were. On the other hand, mine is a entirely political biography. My book tries to paint a portrait of Mayawati, which is not so much personal, because my book does not give all that many personal anecdotes about Mayawati, because that is a closed chapter, actually. Even the closest confidants probably do not know who the real Mayawati is. But her politics is out there in front to analyze.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.